Okay, look at the system of equations on the board. We have 2x plus 5y equals 8, negative x plus 3y equals 7. We've been talking about solving systems of equation using the elimination method, where we can add or subtract the equations to eliminate one of the variables. But if you look at this equation, if we were to add the two equations, 2x plus negative 1x, we would have 1x plus 2y. So we wouldn't really eliminate, plus 8y's if we were adding. Or if we subtracted, 2x minus 1x would be 1x, and 5y's minus 3y's would be 2y's. So I can't eliminate a variable by adding or subtracting these equations as they are. But if I took this second equation and multiplied everything by 2, this negative 1x would become negative 2x. And then I could eliminate the x terms. So that's how we're going to solve this system. We're going to multiply the second equation by 2, and then we can eliminate the x variable. So let's rewrite the first equation. We have 2x plus 5y equals 8. And if I take the second equation and multiply everything by 2, 2 times negative 1x is negative 2x. 2 times positive 3y is positive 6y. And 2 times 7 is 14. So now I've written a new system of equations that I can solve by elimination by adding the two equations. 2x plus negative 2x will eliminate the x. We have 0 there. 5y's plus 6y's gives me 11y's. And 8 plus 14 is 22. So now we're left with 11y equals 22. You can tell that's going to work out pretty nice for us. Divide both sides by 11 because we're trying to get the y by itself. And we get a y equals 2. So we know the solution to this system of equations, the y value, is going to be 2. Well, now that we know that our y is 2, we can substitute substitute 2 in for y into either equation and solve for x. So let's take our top equation, because everything's positive, and I'd rather deal with positive numbers than negative numbers. I'll plug in a 2 for that y, and we'll solve for x. So we can say 2 times x plus 5 times 2, and I've plugged in a 2 for the y, equals 8. And we can simplify. 5 times 2 is 10, so I got 2x plus 10 equals 8. This is now a two-step equation. We're trying to get the x by itself, so we're going to subtract 10 from both sides. Leaves me with 2x equals negative 2. And the last step would be to divide both sides by 2, and x is negative 1. So we know the solution to this system of equations would be negative 1, 2. And it's always a good idea to check your solutions by plugging in negative 1 for x, 2 for y, and making sure that both equations are true. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2, plus 5 times 2. 5 times 2 is 10. Negative 2 plus 10 is 8. So our solution checks on the first equation. The opposite of x, or the opposite of negative 1, is positive 1. Plus 3 times 2, 1 plus 6 is 7. So this solution we know is a good answer because it makes both equations true. That is how you would solve a system of equations by elimination when you have to multiply one of the equations first.